Hello everyone, I'm really happy to see you again and to have with me Jochen Schmidt, and he is a good friend of mine and a fellow trader, but completely different than me. He's a really only private trader, and we had a discussion some weeks ago, maybe 1 month ago, I'm not absolutely sure, talking
One
in
month ago, yeah.
yeah, roughly. Talking in German language about the situation, the differences between the private traders and the institutional traders. And we thought this might be so interesting that we should do this again, or at least think about this again in English as well, to give you a chance to see both aspects of the trading life. Jochen, nice to have you here. How are you today?
I'm fine. Thank you very much. I'm fine. I hope you're doing good also. Also, yeah, a retail trader and institutional trader. Yeah, there's a big difference. A very big difference, if you ask me. And by the way, it's my first webinar in English. It's my first webinar in English at all. So I'm sure we will have a funny time with my pronunciation, vocabulary, grammar, and all the stuff. Yeah.
Don't worry at all. I'm really happy about this because I know from my experience worldwide, and I'm also not a native speaker, but I learned from many people. We are so happy that you can speak English. It's an easy way you speak, easy words, not too much complicated, but it's easy to follow this. So yeah, don't worry about this so much. I think worldwide the people are really happy to have a conversation like this, because most of the traders at home doing this as a retail trader just for their
Yeah.
private business. They have some money, some with a
Yeah.
small account, some with a bigger account, but they're trading all alone. And
Yeah.
I, on the other side, as an institutional trader, I have a team. I started, yeah, of course, I also started alone, but when I started, yeah, roughly 30 years is it in the past?
30 years.
Yeah, roughly
Wow.
30 years.
Yeah.
And quite at the beginning, I found some fellow traders. At that time, I was at university, and I thought, yeah, well, I should go to university to study a little bit, but I should take care of my positions as well. What should I
Okay.
do? And I found some fellow traders, and we founded our first very small company just with our own money. It was real prop trading. And
Perfect.
one day it was me going to university, and the other was the others. We had five people at that time.
Yeah.
We are trading, and so we were changing every day so that we could study but also could trade. And from that moment, I never traded alone again. It was always
Okay.
first in a
Yeah.
small group prop trading. We had some
Yeah.
additional traders in the company
Mhm.
until we had yeah, some money from outside, trading that as a managed account, for example,
Ja, genau,
up
ja.
to the institutional clients who says, yeah, please do this. You as a company, you as a team,
Mhm.
please
Mhm.
trade on our behalf. But your way is the most common way for normal people.
Mhm.
What is your history?
My history? Well, I have to introduce myself. My
Yes.
name is Jochen Schmidt. I'm 58 years young, and I'm for 19 years now as a retail trader, working with my own money on my own risk. Also, I'm doing many webinars
Mhm.
for broker firms, broker companies on YouTube. In Germany, I'm well known in the trader scene.
Yeah, I can
So
confirm
my
that.
my way, I was always self-employed in my life.
Mm.
Always, I'm a loner. I'm a typical loner. I'm communicative, yes, I am, but I really love to work by my own. I don't want to have a boss, and yeah, this is on the one side, if you want to have freedom, a good thing. But if you're going alone in trading, where you have to find your way, it's a very hard task because there's nobody who can put you back in the right line, walk the
Mhm.
line. So I had a rough time, a very rough time to learn this. Before I came into trading, I was a real estate agent working for
Mhm.
17 years in Stuttgart. I was not very successful. It was a very hard time for me.
Mm.
After at the end of this period, yes, I was very successful. This was the money
Mm.
I could bring in trading. Most people think that you, as a trader, you are somebody who can walk across the water. You
Mm.
know, you
Mm.
have $1,000 account and you started once for 19 years and now you have several million. No, not at all. I learned this on the hard way. I ruined 3 accounts of myself.
Mm.
Yeah, you have to do this. If you want to be a real trader, you have to make this experience.
Mm.
And so when I got the money from the real estate agent job, paid all the taxes, paid all the loans back and all the stuff, I decided, yes, the time has come. Now I will work as a trader. I don't see any customers anymore. Thank God. I don't have to wait. Yeah, I don't have to wait for money. If I send an invoice, the people don't pay me.
Mm.
I don't have to drive 8 hours a day through a city full of traffic jam. I don't have to stand in really bad weather waiting for a customer who doesn't come and
Mm.
not even give me a call that he can't come. So this was really a moment, the sky, the heaven break up and the light was over me and I heard the music. Now you're a trader. No, the first year I worked as a retail trader, I had a drawdown. Of course, I had a drawdown
Mm.
because the pressure was too much.
Mm.
Not the pressure financially. Uh, as I said, I have enough money to do this job, so I had the money to fill the gap. If you
Mm.
make losses, if you have to nothing to do, also there are many times I have nothing to do in the markets. But I learned again on my own
Mm.
at the hard way how to handle this pressure. And this is for me one of the most interesting and most challenging
Mm.
things in trading. It's not the technique, it's not
Yeah, that's
entry
true.
and exit, it's your psyche here in your head.
Mm.
And this is a really hard task still today.
Mm.
I always say the demons, everybody has his demons, maybe it's greed, maybe it's fear, maybe it's temper or whatever. They don't go away.
Mm.
I've seen so many times, you have to be disciplined as a retail trader. Ah, really? Do I have? Yes, and then everything is going good. Ah, yeah. Tell me how.
Yeah,
Tell
that's
me
the
how.
point. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
And what I prefer, or still, I'm very impressed about the experience that trading showed myself. When I look into the mirror, I see myself.
Mm.
And what I saw 19 years before, it was terrifying.
Mm.
Rüdiger, it was terrifying
Mm.
because I never thought that I'm greedy. I never thought that I would ruin myself
Mm.
in a rage. And I'm talking very openly about those things because they are essential. And now it comes to the difference. If you have a head of trading standing behind you, watching over your shoulder,
Mm.
he can intervene. He
Mm.
can say, "Stop this shit now. Go
Mm.
out of the room, smoke a cigarette, come back if you lower your temper." But there is nobody at home.
Mm.
The people who are surrounding you, maybe your family, your wife, or um, they don't know the business.
Yeah.
So even if they want to help you, they can't help you.
Mm.
Yeah. Um, then the next part is you have, as an institutional trader, I guess, there is the risk management in a different unit. Maybe it's giving the risk doing the analysis, telling you what to buy, what to sell on a day. Maybe no, I have to do this by my own.
Mm.
So I have to learn on the hard way again as a retail trader. How much money do do I risk? How much money can I afford? But that's not
Mm.
enough.
Mm.
But with how much money losses I can live
Mm.
without getting exhausted or angry. And for this, you have to be very, very honest with yourself. And if you have a big ego, as I have one, and if you are the man, you never go to the amount of money where you can trade safely.
Mm.
No, you
Mm.
want to get rich. And this is the way every retail trader is going. And you are beaten up. You're beaten up by yourself. You're beaten up by yourself. And you have go those circles. You are in a limbo. Um, and if you will face or experience the day when you can break out of this, when it's only a business,
Mm.
when it's nothing special anymore, yes, then you are there.
Mm.
I'm near to this point. I'm near, but but still, I'm emotionally too much involved because it's my money. Still, after those 19 years, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, this is my story.
yeah. I
So
think you mentioned really important points, because as you have been alone all the time, and even if in case you have family, even if you have some friends and you can talk about everything,
yeah,
they will not understand. Most of the time I
yeah,
experienced, not so much from my side, because I'm in a team and I was never alone, but I know from many people I was talking to in the past, um, they have more or less some counterparts in the family. They say, to
yeah,
be honest, we don't like it so much. Or the friends
yeah,
say,
yeah.
are you really sure it's so super risky, you should not do this?
Hmm.
You don't have the
Hmm.
positive support, and on the other side you
Yeah.
don't have the advice of a coach, a
Hmm.
teacher, or whatever, or a leader of the trading group to help you to
Yeah.
see where's the problem, and to
Yeah.
change the way you're doing things. I can remember
Yeah.
when we started, of course we also did all the same mistakes all traders do, but I learned quite fast that I will not do them again, because at the very
Hmm.
beginning it's a typical thing. If you're coming close to a stop, maybe I cancel because I want to
Yeah. Yeah.
survive, I
Yeah.
don't want to have the risk.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody
Yeah.
does this normally because it's the fear of a loss. But as a team player in trading, you do this one time, then the team says
Hmm.
no, everybody knows you should not do this.
Yeah.
You will not do this again, because then you are the stupid guy doing the mistake again and again. So you say, I did as you said, I was stopped out, it's your fault
Yeah. Yeah.
because I'm
Yeah.
not to
Yeah.
blame. But as you're
Yeah. Yeah.
alone, then
Yeah.
all the responsibility is on you, and nobody's taking you back, saying, please leave the desk for
Hmm.
1 hour,
Hmm.
calm down a little bit or whatever. So
Yeah. Yeah.
this is a really tough thing for a private
Yeah.
trader. How could you
Yeah.
manage this? How could you come over this situation that you go berserk and trade all the risk? Now everything is all the same for me. Now I'm risking all and want to earn everything back at in one trade. How could you overcome this?
Um, first of all, I have to know this.
Yeah.
I have to know that this is existent.
Mm,
I don't have to fight against it.
mm,
The moment when I got successful in trading, and successful means now for all the people watching and listening to us, successful in trading means you are in the loss, a controlled person. You are
mm,
controlling the loss. You don't fight the losses. This is
mm,
the biggest and most stupid mistake everybody does, to avoid losses or fight
mm,
losses.
mm,
No.
mm,
In the meantime, I have a stop loss in the market.
mm.
Despite what, there's always a stop loss in the market.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I want this stop loss to be triggered. I want it to be triggered.
Mm,
I don't put the stop aside, because if I put it back or pull it back, um, deep inside, there's a voice who's telling you, yes, you're working with a stop loss, but you're not convinced by it. Because if you take it away, this is you don't have the knowledge to use it. You don't know why there's a stop loss,
mm,
and if you're losing a stop loss, you have to make this in a consequent way. But
mm,
this consequence does only fit if you are in a good mood with your
mm,
money and your risk. And if you're not, you're putting the stop loss away in a normal situation. If you are still emotionally involved because they
mm,
have five losses in a row before, yeah, I can understand that somebody is putting the stop away because he don't want to see the next loss. But
mm,
still, it's a very, very bad mistake. So first, you have to know this. You have to know yourself. And I say to all my coaching customers or people who want to coach, by the way, I'm migrated to Hungary since 1 year now, and I can't do coaching business in Hungary at the moment because of tax reason. Maybe I will build up an we say KFT or GmbH.
I
What is
see.
a company? A
It's a small,
company.
yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
then, yeah,
kind of a limited in German
yeah, a
style
limited,
limited. Yeah,
limited.
yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much. Maybe I'm doing coaching again, because coaching is a very interesting thing. I see myself all the time. I see the
Mm,
problems are always the same
mm,
in trading, but the solution is a very individual thing because we are all human beings. So,
mm,
by the way, you have to know this, and you have to make a diary. The diary is more important than anything else.
mm,
Even if you are not alone a trading company, a trader who is educated or is learning the job has to have a diary. And
mm,
no, I don't mean the Excel sheet. No, 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 no. And I don't need this sorry fucking performance curve. This this stupid behavior from a retail trader. Why do the people like their performance curve? Yeah, because they want to say, oh well, look, I'm the good
mm,
trader. If I have customers, yes, of course, I need a performance curve to show them. If I have customers, of course, I have to give them proof that I'm successful. But
mm,
what is successful in trading? Is it $100,000 a day, or in a month, or in a year, or is it only $1,000, or what is it? Nobody can define this. Okay, you have to make your diary, and there you can see your behavior. There you can see how many times you're doing the same mistake. And by the way, you have to do these mistakes. You have to do them several times.
mm,
As a retail trader, as you said, there is nobody who is controlling you,
mm,
and this is really a challenge.
mm,
On the other side, I have to say, I knew many traders, even by coaching, who try to work together. So two traders and one account. No, this never works. This never fits.
yeah,
No, no, no. I only know two brothers from Austria. By the way, if they're seeing this, many greetings. They are in harmony together. They're really
mm,
working together. They have the same account, and they fit together. But these are the only human beings I met in those
mm,
19 years who can really manage an account together.
mm.
To put two retail traders on one account, this ends in murder and carnage.
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah, indeed, it
sorry.
is. This is a big problem. Even if they have separated accounts and just try
Yeah,
to have an eye over the job of the other a little bit, it's really
yeah,
tough. It's
yeah,
because you have to understand that if someone is criticizing what you're doing, it does not. It is not necessarily personally. It is just about the business. And many
yeah,
people, of course, take it personally because they say, "Yeah, but it was my decision to do so." Yes, but it is
yeah, yeah,
actually not the right way to trade. This is not a professional way to do so.
yeah,
So it
yeah,
is not easy because many people mix this personal emotions and say, "Yeah, but this was a personal attack against me." No, no, I'm
mm,
not interested in attacking you. I just want to
mm,
keep the business running in a perfect manner. So yeah, it's really tough, and most people don't have the chance to find someone, even if they say, yeah, I do this together with my maybe wife or together with my family
mm,
or a
mm,
close friend. Is
mm,
it very often it does not fit.
yeah,
Sometimes it fits. I know some
mm,
couples, male and
mm-hmm.
female, who trade together, and
Mm-hmm.
it seems to work. I don't have
Oh
too
yeah,
many details, but I
okay,
think it is a little bit like running a business together. Some married
yeah,
people
yeah,
have this.
okay,
People
mm-hmm.
have this.
Mm-hmm.
For example, he is a craftsman and she's doing the bookkeeping, the financial things.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
as they close the office door, they need to understand now we are private. And we try to
yeah,
be a little bit romantic or whatever, which keeps the relation running. But
yeah, yeah,
as
yeah,
soon as we open the office door, then
mm,
I tell you what you have to do, and you tell me what I have to do on the professional way. And this
yeah.
is really a tough one. Many people cannot. Most people, I would say, cannot do this
Well,
easily.
it's teamwork, and in the end, it's teamwork.
Yeah.
And again, if you have two loners, two lonely wolves who try n- not to beat the market, yeah, yeah, there are two alpha animals coming together on one monitor. Nah, I don't say that it's never fits. Maybe there fits more than I can imagine, but from my experience, it's always a problem
Yeah.
because if you think about it, if somebody does the wrong decision,
Mm,
so but he did the decision, And doing a decision is part of trading, and again, part of my personality. Even if I try to let run a bot for me, or still I have to make the definition of some variables, and this is a decision, and this decision comes from me. It's me who is trading, and somebody is criticizing this. This can go really wrong, because how could you change this? Change yourself? No, I don't think so. Also, it's a very important message, I guess. Most people who are listening to us or looking at us, you see, we don't show our Porsche or our swimming pool or luxury life. It can be that you have a luxury life as a trader, but there are also other goals to be a trader. Maybe independence, maybe freedom, and all the stuff. But it's a very important part to stop raping yourself. Sorry, my words. Because most traders try to force themselves into somebody else. They're listening to webinars. I have booked a seminar or buying a course, and they say, I have to be like this guy. And this is wrong. They never be like the other guy. You have to find your own strategy. You have to find your own rules. Maybe you can take rules from other people, but still you have to adopt those rules to your personality.
And true.
No, this is not talking and talking. It's the truth. Because look, maybe you are some aggressive guy. Aggressive, I mean, making fast decisions, going into risk. You enjoy a fast market. I did so many years. Yeah, I needed this close combat on the minute chart. Yeah, you feel alive. You feel like some god, especially if you're successful. So if this is your character, it would be totally wrong if somebody tells you, "Oh, you have to trade now on the daily chart for 14 days holding a position." It would be absolutely wrong, even if this guy who is trading 14 days on the daily chart makes much more money, or much more cent, pips, dollars, whatever. It would be the wrong advice. You have to find yourself. How I am, how can I adopt to the rules I like? And this is the hard thing in trading. The knowledge is not the hard thing. Sorry, Rüdiger. It's not science. Trading is not science. So what makes it so hard? Yes, the way to find yourself and to adopt yourself. Sorry, back to you.
No, absolutely. I absolutely confirm what you're saying. It is to learn trading. It's not the hard part. You can have quite easy trading approaches. For example, I have a really easy one. It is too simple, to be honest. And I have a quite complicated, the Elliott wave. Some people might heard of this, which is a little bit more. You have to learn about that. I like both of them, but the problem is no trading system works always flawless without any losses. And as soon as you have losses, if you can do one loss, you can have a losing streak. It's just a probability game. And if you have a losing streak and it's against your trading personality, you will crash. That's the point. It's not if a system is running without any losses, you can easily continue. It's not my style, but I can continue. But the game will be decided in a partially loss or in a losing streak, which cannot be avoided by any system. So as soon as you have this, then you will decide whether you will stick or not, and whether you can trade this or not. And as you said, I completely confirm. Find your way, and what we as experienced traders, you and me or others in the industry, can help you is to find your style and to adapt, for example, my style to your personal needs, to show, okay, you can do this or that. I chose for me or for my team, I chose this exact way to trade this, but you could change this or that part. This will not harm. Of course, the results will be different, Not necessarily better, not necessarily worse,
Mm-hmm.
but it will be different because in some situations you will make more money, in some other situations you will make less money.
Yeah,
But the overall result and the way on the how to get this will fit more to the personal needs of the trader.
absolutely. This is the only difference. You can put 10 traders and force them to trade what you're telling them. They never will have the same amount of money at the end of the trading day. The turtle experiment, I think it was called. This was this how is it called? Beispiel or
The example,
experiment. Ja, genau.
yeah,
Yeah. The people have a different outcomes in trading, and this has to do with their personality.
yeah.
That's
Maybe
it.
we have
It's
to
one. Yeah.
explain this because it was
Mhm.
the turtle experiment was the trying to make normal people not very
Yeah.
used to trade to successful traders, and
Yeah.
to give them an quite simple but
Mm.
roughly working, I don't want to play it down, but roughly working trading aspect. And as you said, the results were different. Please continue. I'm sorry.
Yeah. 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 Different results means different personalities, and of course,
Mm,
uh, different behavior.
mm,
Trading is a behavior.
mm.
Even maybe I should explain what I'm doing in trading. People are asking. It's in Germany we call it Markttechnik, but
Yeah.
it's nothing else than price action trading.
Mm, mm,
So I'm focused on the price. I
mm,
understand how the prices are made, so
mm,
I know the rules, not in trading but on the stock market. I know the
mm,
rules how the prices are made, and
mm,
by this understanding, I can work with an advantage.
mm,
My job in the meantime is to find a price, a constellation, maybe,
mm,
which gives me an advantage.
mm.
Uh, an advantage. It gives me not security.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
Um, every trade I start, never ever I calculate the big profits I make.
Mm,
No, I'm always concentrated on the loss I can make, because every time, even the best constellation, the best signal, the best setup could go wrong. And this
mm,
is the next step of evolution in trading, that it's not a false flag, a false signal. No,
mm,
it's for another part of people in the market, a setup.
mm,
What is your setup can go wrong, or can go in a successful way, but it's not wrong if it goes wrong,
mm,
because other people decided to behave differently than
mm,
you expected.
mm.
And this is speculation. This is speculation, not doing prognosis, not doing how is it called? Prognosis, Vorhersagen,
Yeah.
prediction, no
Prediction. Yeah.
prediction,
Mm,
yeah, no prognosis. No, you're
mm,
working with your money. It's risk management.
mm,
The profits uh, are the goal of every retail trader, but this is wrong. It
mm.
has to be the way you trade, because the profits are a side note.
Yeah.
The profits are coming in as a side note. And there you can see how difficult it is if you are an eager and ambitious
Mm,
guy who is trying to trade 16 hours a day, because every hour he has to make money. This is absolutely wrong.
mm,
The more you trade, no, the more you earn, no, uh, vice versa. The more you trade, the worse it gets. But an experienced trader sees there is the time where he has to, yeah, he has to be present, and
yeah.
now he has to really work several hours. But the most of the time I have to do nothing in the market,
Mm,
because my setup strategy, or my strategy, is very simple. Again,
mm,
most traders have a very simple way to go in the market, and so my job is to wait first, to search for an advantage, and then to wait to get my setup. This is the work I have to do. And so I have free time, a lot of free time. And to answer your last question, how I can went by my demons. Yeah, to get a distance. I need to distance myself from this job. I need a distance. I have hobbies, PC games. I love computer games. Yeah, this are the I'm doing the best trades if I have a
Hallo.
new PC game, because I don't want to trade. I hope that I don't have to trade. And if I have to trade because my setup is there, yeah, I'm doing it. And the most time I'm so concentrated on my new game, I have such a fun that I forget to funnel my profits again, because I'm a guy who has stress in profit. Yes, this is the truth. You have stress in profit.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
there's a special amount of money on the row, I want to have it because I'm a retail trader. This is the money I can take out and go and buy food or whatever. And so, if I have a new game, my trades are more profitable
Yeah, no, no.
than
This
without it. Yeah,
I can absolutely understand this. I think we have a big problem with many people try to fine tune a trade when it's running.
yeah,
And trade,
yeah,
yeah, but when I trade, when I'm trailing the stop now, I can save some profits. And very often people try to trail too soon because they
yeah,
hate to lose money. And very often I'm saying, yeah, my target for this one, or my goal with this trade was not to have a small loss. My goal was to reach the target wherever it
yeah,
is. So I'm not interested. For example, I invested $100, euro, whatever. I
yeah,
tried to, I said 100 is okay. If they are gone, yeah, it's
genau.
not a big deal. But I want to have the profit. I'm not trying to, yeah, but you can reduce your risk. Yeah, but this is reducing the chance to get the profit. And I did not start
Mhm.
to reduce my risk. I did start to get the profit. The
Yeah,
risk calculation was beforehand. As you said, the
yeah,
profit is a side note. We cannot control the profits. What we control is
yeah,
the stops or the risks. And that's what we can plan. And everything else is just arrange everything so that we have the advantage. And many
yeah.
people, so I'm absolutely with you with, for example, gaming, or this could be
Mhm.
watching videos or doing some other things, but not watch everything.
Sports, whatever. Yeah.
I know so many people seeing a red bar. Oh, everything is bad now. Ah, it's getting green. Yeah, now I'm
Mhm.
the winner. I'm
Ja,
a guy,
genau.
a good winner. Ah, shit,
Ja,
it's going red again. It's into the wrong direction. I have
ja.
to tell this to the people in the Asian countries very often, especially here in Japan.
Aha.
A rising bar is red and a falling is green, but I'm talking to the Western style, so a green
Ja,
bar is
ja.
rising market and a
Mhm.
red bar is a falling market. So it is sometimes better if you have something like we call it a fire and forget trade. So
Ja, genau.
we had an
Exakt.
entry level, we had a stop.
Mhm.
This was calculated,
Mhm.
giving us the amount of money we can risk. And we have a target order. And then let's
Mhm.
see at the end of the year. I'm not interested what the market is doing in the next few minutes, hours, or whatever.
Ja,
Let's see at the end of the period, whatever it is, end of month, end of year, or end of the day, what the outcome of this trade is. I'm not trying to fine tune. I'm not trying to change anything, because very
mhm.
often while a running trade, you are infected. You are not clearly thinking. You
Ja,
have your own fears and greed and whatever emotions, which
ja,
negatively impact your results normally.
ja. Um, I have to say, I'm always dreaming about uh, starting my day as I as I'm forced to go to work. But this doesn't work. It's
Mhm.
always an emotional thing. It got better in all those years, much better than
Mhm.
in the beginnings. But as you said, fire and forget. Oh yeah, fire and forget trades you can only do if you have not the pressure
Mhm.
to earn money. If you need to urgently earn money, you can't make fire and forget.
Mhm.
Um, I can do this very good because I'm earning money about the webinars and all the stuff. And this gives me the security to make now, in the meantime, 40% nearly fire and forget trades. For
Mhm.
me,
Mhm.
this is a
Mhm.
revolution. To
Mhm.
stay longer than a week in the market. After that, I have to take the profit. Still, I have to do it. And this is the good thing. If you are a retail trader, there is no boss who says,
Mhm.
no, You have just to stay 3 weeks longer in this trade. And I say, yeah, maybe I can come again. As a trader, I have the capability to repeat my
Mm.
advantage, to repeat my setup, and to be in a constant, controlled money and risk management mood. And this I can repeat. This makes me a trader, not a gambler.
Yeah.
By the way, it's a very big difference. Yeah,
Absolutely.
but
Absolutely.
yeah, this is there's so
Mm.
many parts out there um, who are always leading to confusion. Maybe what is trading? What
Mm.
is gambling? What is
Mm.
investing? Where are the
Mm.
differences? Nobody can tell you. Nearly
I have an
nobody can
idea.
tell you.
I have an idea.
Yeah, you maybe. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, on the one side, every medal has two sides.
Mm.
If you are self-employed, and to be a retail trader is being self-employed,
Yeah.
you have to make the experience that not every day maybe is a good day. You need to make the experience that you can earn on one day more than you ever earned the half year before as an
Mm.
employee or whatever. You have to make the experience for a long period of time there's no profit at all,
Mm.
or you have a loss, a
Mm.
controlled loss. And this you have to manage before you're getting a trader,
Mm.
because you have to pay your rent, you have to pay your bills,
Mm.
and if you have too less money in the background, trying to get rich quick, in most cases you're losing this money, and
Mm.
then you're out of the job. And this
Mm.
is the reason why so many experienced retail traders are very conservative people, are very looking for safety.
Mm.
To have a stop loss is safetiness. It's safetiness because you don't have to fear
Mm.
the next outcome of a trade.
Mm.
Yeah, I can pay it. It's like you have said you're going into a restaurant, pay the bill after you had the meal, and you don't want to pay the bill. Do you still hear me, Rüdiger?
Yeah, I think you have to repeat the last sentence because I had
Okay,
a acoustic
yeah,
problem here, so
I
I will
see.
cut it out.
You in our last video, you said um, don't not accepting a stop loss is like going to the restaurant, having a meal, but you don't want to pay for it at the end,
Yeah, yeah.
after you have the meal. And this is a very good example
Mm.
for doing it wrong. But I have to say, everybody who is coming fresh, or who is a newbie in trading, you can tell those people so much things,
Mm.
too many things.
Mm.
They have to make their own experiences, and then there is an advantage in the meantime by YouTube, by TikTok, or whatever. You find many content. Yes, you can't make out the difference in the beginning, which is
Mm.
good content, which is bad content,
Mm.
but still you have content. In my time, it were books. 19 years before, YouTube was on the rise and webinars were on the rise, but not common.
Mm.
So I had books, and I have to read and to read and to read and try again, and going the wrong way, going back, being honest to yourself. And this could also be a very big risk. Many people are adopting strategies from other people. As
Mm.
soon as they see losses, as you have said it in the beginning of this video, as soon as they see losses, they're changing the strategy. They're
Mm.
buying another strategy, and this is one of the most stupid mistakes, the strategy hopping.
Mm. Yeah,
They will
absolutely.
never, they're in limbo. They never get out. They never
Mm.
get out. And they always blame the guy who sold them the strategy.
Mm.
Um, so yeah, I give the word back to you. It's too much at the moment in English.
No, 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 no. I think it's
Yeah,
perfect. Especially you mentioned, for example, you have some approach, seeing the price action at the market and
yeah,
having this in mind. I do a similar thing, a little bit different way with the Elliott waves, for example, which is a similar approach, but with a
yeah.
some special add-ons, which make it sometimes a little bit maybe too complicated. On the other side, sometimes a little bit more helpful. So you cannot say which one is a better approach. But you mentioned, for example, your webinars, and I'm also doing some kind of webinars. We starting from now, doing more and more English content here also on YouTube, so that we can tell people how we trade. And maybe one of our next videos might be to show people what is your kind of approach, how you do this. Today it was completely without any charts.
Yeah.
Maybe the next time we can do this, so that you can find out as a trader, as a beginning trader, or someone who is looking for a trading approach, which one is fitting to me. And if you see different traders, different trading approaches, you can say, this one is roughly what I want to have, what I want to know, what I want to learn. And then you need to learn the details, and you may have to do the adaptations for your own let's say time frame. If you are very busy intraday, you should not trade within the day. You should trade maybe on a daily base or weekly base. If you say, yeah, I have several hours a day, sitting next to the chart is easy for me, then maybe you like to do some intraday trades. There's no good or evil. This is depending very much on your personality, your time frame, your time scale, what money you have on your account. Then you can decide, this one is fitting to me, and these adaptations I need to do. So I'm quite sure in the near future we will have additional content, and we will give Jochen a very good chance to introduce his trading style and what he's doing to our audience, and that they can see, okay, at that point he's entering, at that point he says, no, this is not my thing. And so I'm really looking forward to seeing whatever you're trading and why you take this decision or that. And we can compare a little bit maybe to my trading style and see the pros and cons of the different approaches, and which one might be useful to you, dear audience. So, famous last words. Anything you want to give to our audience for today? Anything you want to say? Otherwise, I will take the pre-last words, which might be, please subscribe to this YouTube channel, and of course, like the video if you liked it. Give us a comment, give us your ideas, what you missed, what you prefer to see in the future. This is always helping us to get better, to develop, and to make this quite new channel grow. So please help us there. And now the really last words are from you, Jochen.
Thank you very much, Rüdiger, for inviting me to this webinar format in English. I was very nervous. I told Rüdiger, like, English, I don't know. I speak such a terrible German English, like the foreign minister for the minister for foreign affairs in Germany. Yeah, okay. But
the difference is you're not telling everybody that you studied in abroad and that you are professional.
No. I don't do this. But I think content, to talk about content in trading, there are several ways. I'm sure we are talking about tools.
Yeah.
You can't learn trading from somebody else. You can get knowledge, you can save time, you can get tips, but in the end, you have to go your way by your own. Your experience by trading with real money, making real losses, making real profits, is giving you the Kleber, the glue, the glue which is holding together all the knowledge you can buy, the time you have saved and paid money for it. But again, your experience nobody can give you and nobody can take you. So our content, which will come in the future, is not do this or that. We are talking about the tools, the ways you can go, and I'm sure there are some very interesting things inside, because there's a difference. Or I don't want to force myself to make a difference. There is a difference how I can explain, or Rüdiger explain trading. And let us see what will come next. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.